welcome back to Big Brisk TV, and on this episode I'm going to tell you why I'm deathly afraid of LiPo batteries. But anyway, right now let me just show you. I just picked up some LiPo batteries from Z. Now I'm gonna try to talk a little louder because I have the air conditioner going. It's 90 degrees right now in New York City, and it's ridiculous, and it's gonna get closer to 100. They said the feel like temperature is gonna be close to $1, so just bear with me, folks. But over here you can see I also got these Blue, I guess, LiPo safes. So I have one charging right now over here with this cheap LiPo charger. It was 20 bucks on Amazon, and you know, I got it to go in this guy. That's the Redcat Piranha. I'm gonna see what it does on the 2S LiPo, but anyway, I got two of these LiPo batteries, 2S LiPos, 52 milliamp hour batteries. They're hard case or hard sided. I'm not too hip to the LiPo lingo, but it says here, well, I guess you could read, it's a 50C battery, 7.4 volts. So we're gonna see how it goes. I mean, I think the fact that this is a hard case, I've seen some pictures where people have shown swollen LiPo batteries. I don't know if those were soft-sided or whatever, but this is a pretty hard, it looks like, feels like maybe I shouldn't be doing this, tapping on the LiPo battery. It's pretty hard case, so I feel kind of safe about that, you know. And then these LiPo safes, let me see if I could get it open. I'm one-handed right here. Oh, covering the lens. Let's see. I'll just stand up and do it. So, I mean, they look pretty decent. The Velcro is pretty strong. And the first thing I thought when I was considering getting these were, you know, wouldn't the fire be able to get out, you know, through the sides or whatever? But then I saw these flaps, which pretty cool. I mean, you put the battery. Let's get a battery. I guess I hope I don't drop this. I'm still very afraid. I guess you put the battery in, and the charging lead, I guess, will be here. So it's very short. So then I guess you would fold these over the battery like that. And then, man, even with two hands I suck at this. Okay. And then I guess you would just Velcro it up, make a burrito. A lithium polymer burrito with the lead sticking out, and I guess that's how you would charge it. And there is some space in there, you can see that, but I guess, you know, let's see how tight you can get it. I don't think you can get this too much tighter with the Velcro, but I mean, it has those flaps inside, so I guess that'll work. But I'm gonna put this down and tell you a little bit more about this in a second. Now, if I wasn't already stupid, I went out and got this. You know, all my cars are Redcats, so I got this. I guess this is a Dean's plug connector, male to a banana collector. I really like these banana connectors for, you know, it's no brainer. They're different sizes, male, female, and they just go in like that. So I'm gonna be connecting this to the LiPo battery, and then this to the ESC in the Redcat Piranha, which, if you look in here, I switched it out. This came with a, well, you can't see that. This came with a 2-in-1 ESC and receiver, and so that I could control all of my cars with this Fly Sky GT3B controller. I bought an ESC. I believe this is 40 amp ESC for brushed, and it came with this nice rubber covered power switch, and obviously the banana connector. I got this. This is a genuine Redcat part for a Redcat Blackout SC, the brush model. And then I have a Fly Sky receiver in here, so you can see the wire here coming from the receiver. And so now I'm able to control this with my FS GT GT3B. Yeah, that's what it's called. But anyway, I want to see if this thing pop wheelies. I also ordered a brush motor and ESC combination, but that was for something else that I have coming. But I think I might send that back. I'm not sure. And I'll talk a little bit about that in a second. So let me get this back. Well, first, let's see if the LiPo battery will even fit in here. So let's see. Down. Unbag the LiPo battery. Safe down. And yep, that's a good fit in there. That's a nice, I mean, it's a 2S battery, so it's a nice fit. And then this comes with, let's see if I can find. This also comes with this part that goes in here like this. And then you would, I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna try, but you would put it in here. Oh, I got it upside down. Okay. Trying to film stuff. I'm over here still sweating. Might as well just turn the AC off. You would just put it in there like that, and then put a body pin right in there. So like so. Boom, and that should hold the battery in, but it usually doesn't. So I mean, the nickel metal hydride batteries are kind of rounded, and since this is squared off, it may stay in this tray. But I also have this strap that came with my blackout, so I put the strap around here so that it secures the battery in. I was just reading the instructions that came with these LiPo batteries, and you know, it says something about not getting them wet. So I'm thinking, you know, we're doing these waterproof electronic speed controls and waterproof servos and waterproof receivers, and then you can't get the battery wet. You guys let me know. I mean, I don't know. It just says somewhere about let's see. Well, right here it says avoid the battery from contacting water. Do not use if it does. I mean, I guess that's under the storage tips. So maybe, you know, you don't want to store it in water in the fish tank. But you know, we'll see about all of that. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine getting splashed with water. If not, please let me know, guys. But anyway, I do something like put limits on things that I keep when I buy them, and it kind of keeps me in check, you know, sort of a self system of checks and balances. For instance, my watches. When I started collecting watches, I said I was only gonna keep as many as my box could hold. So I have an 8 watch slot box, and so I have 8 watches. I actually have 9 technically, but that's neither here nor there. But I've been able to keep myself to 8. You know, if I see something else that I like, I'll get rid of it and then switch it out for something else. But for the most part, I've been good with my watches. I have a watch video update coming soon. But anyway, back to the cars. I'm really proud of the way these two came out. The way that I did this one, you can see it has a little bump damage in the front so far, but it's still looking good. I mean, on camera right now, I think with that sun coming in, I used the wing and the gurney flap. I guess it's all one piece from the other body, which I'm gonna go get in a second. Also the muffler and the plate. These are new wheels, and the mirrors are different. The other one had those mirrors with the lights in it that blinked, and then this one I added real scale wipers. I got this in a wipers kit. Oh, it was a tree of parts for drift car upgrades or whatever, and it came with the mirrors. I just wanted the wipers, but it came with the mirrors also. It also came with a wing and 2 sets of wipers actually, and so the second set is here. I bought a set of wipers from a gentleman out of Canada that he sells. I think he custom makes them, the parts, or 3D prints them, and his didn't have the little nubs that you make a punch a hole and then you stick it in, and you know, for the contact points on the glass and on the body and the cowl. So I was trying to bend it to the contour of the, you know, of the glass, the windshield, and it cracked. So I used these. So that tree, which was like $10, I think it's from RC World via eBay. That's also where I got these wheels and tires, both of them, both sets. But what was crazy is that each time I get one of these bodies, they come with a different amount of parts that are more scale. For instance, when I did this one, well, let me backtrack a bit. Just went out and got my box of parts. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'll just do it like this. I put it on the floor next to me. I need to get a wide angle camera or something. Maybe I could do a wide angle on this. Let's see. Okay, I think that's a little better. Okay, so let's just move this guy. Let's slide these guys over a little bit. And we got this. So here in this bag, I keep all of my sticker sheets and decals and whatever that came with these bodies. But I got this box out because I wanted to show you. This is a graveyard for my RC bodies. And as you can see, these are the stunt doubles for the stars over there. I got stunt doubles. So how many of you have stunt doubles? Let me know in the comments. If you do a body that you really like and then you mess it up. Let's get this. Okay. So this was the one that I featured in that series of videos about my first videos on RC cars. And as you can see, this one, my family said it wasn't that bad, but you know, after you go through the painstaking work of painting these things and putting them together, any little scratch or imperfection, you know, you see that I salvaged the wing, took the license plate, stole it. But I got overzealous when I was changing wheels and tires, and I kept trimming the openings of this so that when I finally put the drift wheels on, they look so tiny inside this hole. If you can see the difference between this one. See the difference between this one and this one? That hole is just giant. And with this one, you know, the wheel pretty much tucks in there. These bodies, you have to get them correct. And they're really not made for the car to be slammed and to have the tuckage. As you see, as I push the wheel up, there's a lot of space right here. So I kept trimming the back and going instead of just adjusting the magnets. And so, yeah, this one, when I got, also the difference here is, even though these headlight, this is a whole one decal, and this is textured. I don't know if you can see the texture there, but this is textured for the grill. So with the headlights being translucent, I just left this on so that when the bulb is not illuminated, you know, it would look like that ellipsoid in there. You see that little circle? Looks like a little eyeball of a cartoon character. And then these were clear for the blinkers, and then this is just the sticker, right, for the fog lamps. I put these decals on wrong for the, you know, intake, lower spoiler, and then this one had stickers for the windshield wipers, and then these were the mirrors that illuminate. You can still see the wires in there, and you know, it looked great when I did that video, but then I was like, you know, Brish, you could do a lot better. And so I ordered another one. I thought they weren't available anymore, but they're still available, just not at the price I got it. But I was able to get it at that price again from the same seller. And so check out the difference in the headlights now. The headlights now are clear. So what I did was I used the same grill decal sticker slap, and then I just trimmed out around the headlights. So now you can actually see the LED bulb in there, and I'm about to blind you guys, and I also did the fog lamp. So let's see. Oh, battery is not connected. I keep doing that. Let me connect the battery. Also, I changed the mounting points in the hardware in the rear and put these adjustable magnetic mounts in. So you know, I don't have to go through the window. I can get a good, all right, that's connected. And these bodies don't jump off anymore. I was able to use that package of small magnets that I got, and they hold on really well. So you see that? You can really see. And there I got the fog lights. And so if I turn on the radio and then the tail lights, turn on the radio, and then if I hit the blinkers, brake light, and then reverse. So, you know, and then with this FS3B or whatever it is, it has the third channel. So there I just turned the fog lamps on, high beams. It has hazard lights. Maybe I'll do it this way so I don't blind you guys too much. So, you know, this controller is really awesome. And if your receiver is 3 channels, you know, it'll work really well. But all in all, I like this. You can really see the difference there with the headlamps. Boom, let me turn these off. Looks great, you know. And then this thing has a party mode. And then it's like an alarm. I'm stupid. So that's the BMW body double. And on to this one. This is the Volkswagen body double. And you can see this one is just real raggedy. It turns out I put this grill in backwards. That's why it wouldn't stay contoured here, because it was contoured, it was concave instead of being convex. And so I had it flipped backwards, inside out. So if you look at this one, you see the VW symbol is supposed to be sitting out like that. And then there's circles around here. And then look, it has the line for me to have done that red line that I wanted to do already on there. But I was so busy trying to get a video done and get this done. This was my first one of these that I totally messed it up. So you can see the body damage. I split the body right there and the bumper, you know. Once I got wind that the plastic hard tires would drift really well on my roof surface, and you know, I didn't have to have the car slammed down so far. You know, you could raise these up if you just add more magnets under where they stick, and then that'll keep it from popping off when you're doing your tricks and whatever. So with this one though, look, it got a little wiper back there. And I blacked out the back windows on this one. This one I kind of didn't. Well, I really didn't. I blacked out only the back. And so this one is the part 2 redux. You can see here areas where the magnets are scraping through. So I'll just get the black paint marker and hit that, you know, 1, 2, boom, boom, bang, bang. But yeah, I got the wipers on this one too. And the lights work on this as well. And I did the same thing. I didn't have that problem like with this one, where it was kind of pink in there and hazy, because, well, let me stop blinding you guys. It was pink and hazy in there because of the shenanigans I did with the masking job. So you see how hazy that looks? And so now with these are really clear. And so, and this one, I have a hidden button under there. Got rocks and stuff falling out. I got a hidden button right here, This is that button when I was showing these light kits of what they do. This, I got all kinds of rocks and stuff falling out. What this button does is changes the light modes. So if you're a cop, then it does that. I guess this is for like an airplane. Sorry for the blindification, guys. But yeah, and then on the turns, I got this. Let's see if I can get this with one hand. Okay, with the turns, I got those in much better this time. So, and then in the backs was always okay. And the reverse. Oh, see? Oh man, it almost happened again. I did not expect that to happen. I didn't plan for that to happen, but I left this car on, the BMW, so the lights would stay on. And I forgot that this remote, I have it bound to all of my cars. And so, let me turn it off just to be safe. I forgot that when you hit it, they all work. So I can drift both of these at the same time if I wanted to. The shenanigans, we're back. Yes, we're fully back. But anyway, let me turn these cars off and I'll be right back. I scratched this table up so much already. I promised my wife that I'll refurnish it. But you know, this is why we always buy solid wood products so that we could, you know, you can sand it down and refinish it. The way I've been sanding it down with my tires. But anyway, let's see. Some of you that have been sticking with me have known that I changed that blackout SC. My one, I had two. One was my son's and one was mine. They all of these cars are mine now. He doesn't want to have anything to do with them. And I got him that. He said that I said, buddy, you don't want to do cars with me anymore? He said no. And then he said, unless it's a Porsche Taycan. So immediately I went on looking for a Porsche Taycan body, but those are not available. But I did get him one. I'll show that in a little bit. But I changed that blackout to this Range Rover, and look. I said I wasn't, but I went and got the metallic stickers because those decals just weren't working before. So I got the official Range Rover letters, and they go on just like the real Range Rover truck. I mean, when I got my second Range Rover, the P38, it had been painted and it didn't have the decals, so I forgot where I bought them, but I was able to source the original letters. Of course, they're thicker, you know, life-size letters. And the way you put them on is the exact same way that you put these on. And I got it exactly crooked, just like I did in real life. It's a little bit more over to this side, but hey, that's neither here nor there. But this one also is lit up with that light kit, you know. And I really like this, man. So I got that SCA1E. Range Rovers have their rear wiper hidden under the top deck up here, so I didn't put a wiper back there. But this model came, so yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. When I got the BMW, it came with a nice decal kit, but all the decals, everything that would be real was a sticker. So for instance, like the wipers, I showed that just now. The wipers was a sticker, and at first I was really chuffed about that because I was like, well, at least they took the time to include a sticker for, you know, simulated wipers. Then I went out and bought this one, and the Volkswagen body came with the grille, it came with side mirrors, and it came with door handles. And I was like, wow, this is legit, you know. I mean, it came with mirrors and it came with door handles and a separate grille. I wish the BMW came with a separate grille. Some of them do, some kits do. And I was almost going to get a kit that, what is the MST? But the grille is not the same size. I think that's a 190 millimeter body. This is a 190 millimeter body. Some of you might have seen the gymnastics of me trying to get it on a 200 millimeter chassis, but you have to go back and watch that. So when I got the Range Rover kit from Charisma, this thing came with not only side mirrors, it came with a rear view mirror. See that in there? Which I think that was awesome. These side view mirrors it came with. It also came with, let me turn this off so I'm not flashing you guys like the paparazzi. Okay, it came with grill. It came with the lights. Each of the lights are individual, the lenses, and they're plastic, clear. And then it came with the bumper. It came with the same lenses for the fog lights. It came with the rear bumper, and all of this stuff screws in. The tail lights are part of the body, but it does have light buckets that are hard plastic that are inside for the tail lights and the headlights. And so I just saw my mirrors. This didn't come with, I gotta clean my cars. This didn't come with the sticker for the side mirrors, so I just put a little aluminum foil in there. But you know, and then it came with this is all a decal. So you may see it bubbled up a little bit in spots, which I could go in with an X-Acto knife and score that and then lay it down flat. But hey, I like the tints on here. So, I mean, on camera, yeah, you can tell on camera that that's tinted. But I really like the tint, so you may get some bubbling, but hey, these things don't stay pretty for long, right? And then these wheels are actually buggy wheels, and I found that, you know, they work really well. I got this at the height that I really wanted. See, it's not the body, the tub is not sticking out too much, so it's actually at a decent ride height. And then with the articulation of these shocks, I mean, look at that. That goes right there to the body. So this is a nice trail truck, you know. It has really good power to it, and it has some nice torque with that 550 motor. So I really like that. So each time I got a kit, it came with more plastic accessories that made it a little more scale. And I told you I had two of these not the blackouts, SCs, and that I commandeered, and I got it fixed. I explained all about that in the previous video. And so I went out and got this. This, as you can see, is a Ford Bronco. This is the Proline kit, two-door Bronco. It's they're calling it 11.4 inch wheelbase, and these are the wheels that I had on that the blackout SC. So I ordered some wheels for this. I wanted to wait to get the kit in. I just got it in yesterday, painted it up and everything. Took me about, I don't know, 8 hours to get this all done, because all of these bits and bobs, these mirrors, I got the ears tucked in, they fold out like that. The wipers actually move, they screw in, so you can position them wherever you want. You don't have to glue them in. These parts screw in. The grill screws in. Doesn't have headlight lenses, but it comes with masks, so you can mask it off. And it doesn't come with turn signals, but what I did was I drilled holes inside the brace that holds the light buckets, and then put in the turn signals here in the front. And in the back, it comes with 3 holes behind these lights, 2 5mm and one probably like 4mm, because the 3mm bulb that I have in there kind of fell in. But then it has these clips that screw in that hold the bulbs in, which is really nice. It has that on the front and the back. So in the back here, I have this was the janky light kit, the fake Tamiya kit that came. These were blue bulbs, and since I had 2 red bulbs, I switched them out for these. And then this doesn't have reverse lights. What this does is the brake lights, they light up when you brake, but then they light up when you reverse. And so this also came with 2 options, one for a spare tire and one just a plate that says Bronco, but I went with the spare because I'm gonna put one of these tires back here when I get it's still missing a handle here, but it came with 2 extra handles in case you got the 4-door kit. It's the same parts tree. And there's a little, you know, touch-ups I have to do with the black paint marker, but all in all, you know, this is coming out a lot more school bus yellow. Actually, it's coming out a lot more yellow than it is in real life, but in real life it's more of a school bus yellow, like a orangey yellow. And then I had some extra LEDs, so I just put them right here. to blind you guys, like underbodies, but I'm eventually gonna make some fog lamps for this. So I think this kit is really nice. And again, the articulation with these blackouts is crazy. I mean, these are 96 millimeter tires. The ones on the Range Rover are 86 millimeter, but those are buggy tires. These, I'm waiting for it to squeak like a rubber ducky. But the offset on these is crazy. So you see how much it sticks out? Like, let's see, sticks out like a monster truck. But if you size it up next to the Range Rover, let me do that real quick. So if I take the Range Rover and flip it upside down and lay it on its back, and then if I take the Bronco and sit it on top, you can't see anything. I'll take the Bronco and lay it on its back, and then take the Range Rover, and I'm gonna put it all the way to the edge of the tires over here, and you can see how much it sticks out, how much more it sticks out there. So this is the exact same chassis. The wheels just stick out a lot more. So if you look at this one, these are smaller, slimmer tires in the front than in the back, but the offset is exactly the same. But if you look at them, I don't know how to capture this, but anyway, just trust me. So that's my whole lineup there. I mean, as far as, you know, on-road drift cars, and then what I'm gonna call the trail cars. I mean, this one, oh, maybe you can see actually if I did it like this. Yeah, if I did it like this, you can kind of see how much more the wheels of the, if I did it like this, you can kind of see how much more the wheels on the Bronco stick out, even with these fenders, than the Range Rover. And I do have a fender kit for this, so if I put the fender kit on this, these would be pretty much, you know, tucked in. And so I'm hoping that happens with this one when these tires come in the next couple of days. But that's pretty much my lineup for now. I did have another truck coming. You know, don't want to forget the Redcat Piranha, you know, but I still got those LiPo batteries over there. I said, okay, I can't forget that I have this battery charging. I'm new to LiPo. And with the nickel metal hydride, right? I used to say nickel metal halide because of the fish tank. When I was doing reef tanks, we used to use metal halide lights, so that's why I got the metal halide. The nickel metal hydride batteries, you can pretty much plug those in, and if I had to jump out and go up to the roof or whatever for a second, I didn't pretty much, you know, I didn't fret over that because, hey, I never had a problem with those batteries. But like I said, I'm scared to death of LiPo at this point, so it's still over there. It's still tucked over there on the floor in its bag. And that charger, it's a balanced charger, so I didn't want to get the cheapest of the cheap chargers, and that charger had a good, you know, review. I figured that I was being a little scared, you know, when it came to it, but I said, let me give it a try. And not just for the power, but actually, yes, for the power, because I use my short course trucks for this. And that was because I always loved the, you know, trophy trucks, short course trucks, Baja trucks, you know, like that Traxxas UDR, that thing is just phenomenal. I mean, I saw one when I went down in North Carolina to this hobby shop who had everything. That was like one of the best hobby shops I've ever been to. It was small, but they had everything in stock that you could want. It was like walking into Amazon for hobbies. But anyway, I'll try to find the name and put it on this video. I walked in there because I was down there with no cars, and I was thinking, let me get something. And there was so much construction and dirt in the area where I went, and I'm sure there were tracks available. And so I said, let me buy something, a short course truck. What could I get and not spend so much money, you know, on something I'm not going to use that much? And I settled on an Arrma Senton, and I looked at the Arrma Senton 4x4 Mega 550 or whatever. I think that's what it's called. And for ready to run, I could get that thing. I actually bought it for 220 bucks, and I'm waiting for it to come tomorrow. And so I said, let me buy all the upgrades that I could buy for it. So I bought a brushless motor, a brushless ESC. I bought a bunch of other stuff, the LiPo batteries and charger, and what else? I got these adapters for the LiPo battery and the ESC that I bought to work with the, the Arrma Senton. And I said that'll fill that hole that I have for the short course truck, because the Blackout is an excellent truck, and it's supposedly 110, but it's 110 scale based on, one of these, the Lightning chassis. Those are 110 scale like most other cars, but when it comes to short course trucks or trucks in general, they're using pretty much the same chassis. And even though these chassis are awesome, I can't complain anything about them, except for the wheelbase is just so short. And I looked at the Tracks Slash and other short course trucks in that niche, and they all have a similar wheelbase, and they're all 4 or 5 inches longer than the Blackout. And I'm like, what's going on with that? So it seems like the Blackout was the only one that fell in that size range, and I wanted a full size, 10 scale short course truck. And so I'm really on a fence. After I was so hyped up about it, and that's why I got the LiPo and everything. And I might still, when it comes tomorrow, I may see it and want to run it, but as of today, I thought maybe just send it right back, because I built this yesterday, and then when I run these every day on the roof. I go up this slider. As a matter of fact, I just came back with this one. I had to dust it off. It's fully dusty because that paint up there on the roof, the silver paint, you could see it all up in the body as soon as I come back. This thing could be clean. Let's see if I can pull this off. And you can see just a layer, just a layer of film, that metal flake, which is just paint, but And so every time I go up there and run these, and then when you have your Lexan, especially with the clear windows, you want them to stay clear and not scratch up. Lexan scratches for anything, and so you wipe it off. And then I smashed this one up. You guys might have seen the video on that. If not, I'll link it in the description. This one I already banged up a little bit, but it's still holding on. I'm gonna call this one the school bus. But I might do an update if I get that, and the Senton, Arrma Senton 4x4, and do an updated video. But as for now, that's all that I have. Actually, no. The whole purpose of me doing this video, see, I got certified brain damage, was to take this guy, throw in the 2S LiPo, and take it on a speed run. And I had to keep gluing these tires onto these wheels because they balloon. And this thing, I don't know if people are getting something different than what I'm getting, but I showed a little bit of a run up there on the roof with this, and this thing is pretty quick. And I've also taken this out to the track. This thing is pretty quick. And so I figured, how much more could I get on a 52 milliamp hour 2S LiPo? So I'm gonna put that to the test. As soon as that thing charges up, I'm gonna put that to the test. I do have one of those GPS meters coming tomorrow, so that I can show when I take this for a speed run the difference between, I'm gonna try it with a 2000 milliamp battery, a 3000 milliamp battery, a 5000 milliamp battery, and then a 5200 milliamp hour LiPo battery 2S, and see if this thing can wheelie. And then if that motor comes in and ESC, I might actually throw it in this, depending on how fast it is with the LiPo, and see if there's a difference there. But with all that being said, this is Big Briss. Big Briss doing RC shenanigans. I never thought my channel would take this type of turn, but hey, I said that I didn't want to pigeonhole myself into one thing, which is why I called it Big Briss TV. Look at all of the nonsense going on. And I have other bodies in there too. But hey, making good use of cars that I had already. This was the only new one that I bought. When that Traxxas, see, I keep calling it a Traxxas slash. The Arrma Senton comes in. I might do something with that. But hey, you guys will just have to stay tuned. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. And I'll catch you on the next one. Everyone, stay well. Big Brisk out. Doesn't it look like the Beamer is just twitching over there? It's like it had a dose of fentanyl or something. It's just twitching to go out and be run. Don't worry, buddy. I got you. I got you.